The most deadliest Wild West weapons you never knew existed. Envision yourself traversing the Wild West, encountering weapons that seem to have emerged from a science fiction narrative. These are armaments that are largely unknown, yet significantly influenced the most tumultuous era in history. Prepare to uncover unusual weapons from the Wild West that you likely have never encountered. The Wild West is rich with iconic tales of duels at dusk, bank heists, and relentless pursuits. However, beneath these narratives lies a genuine competition for advancements in weaponry. Some of these innovations are truly astonishing. Let us begin with one of the most intriguing examples, the duck's foot pistol. Featuring up to 6 barrels that fan out in various directions, this firearm was ideally suited for close-quarters combat such as barroom fights. It had the capability to discharge multiple rounds at once, ensuring that no adversary could evade its firepower. Its caliber varied from .22 to .44, providing a broad selection of ammunition, and it gained particular popularity in urban settings. Interestingly, its design drew inspiration from European models, but was modified by American gunsmiths to cater to the demands of the Wild West. Ornamental versions were even showcased as symbols of status. However, there is a limitation. While the duck's foot pistol excelled at short distances, it was nearly ineffective against targets at range, confining its application to very specific scenarios. And this is merely the beginning. What follows is even more surprising. Picture a weapon that merges a revolver with a shotgun shell. The Lamat Revolver stands as a remarkable achievement in firearm innovation. Equipped with a 9-shot cylinder and an additional barrel for firing a shotgun shell, this weapon provided exceptional versatility. It was officially utilized by Confederate officers during the Civil War and was regarded as a symbol of prestige due to its high price. Nevertheless, the Lamat's considerable weight, approximately 1.5 kilograms, rendered it less practical for extended combat use. In renowned conflicts such as Gettysburg, the weapon's application was deemed strategic, albeit hindered by its slow reloading capabilities. However, this was not the pinnacle of innovation. The next weapon will surprise you. This lever-action pistol served as a precursor to the iconic Winchester rifles. Its design enabled the firing of multiple rounds without the need for reloading, promising to transform warfare. The ammunition, known as rocket ball, featured a groundbreaking design that integrated gunpowder within the bullet, yet its limited power was insufficient against resilient targets. Interestingly, it was among the first firearms to employ a repeating mechanism, setting the stage for the legendary rifles that would later dominate the Wild West. Today, the volcanic repeater is a sought-after collector's item celebrated for its role in the history of firearms. Nevertheless, not every ingenious invention achieved success. Crafted by Jonathan Browning, this weapon featured an unusual design with a harmonica-shaped magazine that required manual adjustment after each shot. Although it was innovative for its time, it faced issues with overheating and the potential for accidental discharges. Notably, the weapon was frequently adorned with decorative engravings, enhancing its value despite its operational shortcomings. Its influence on the development of repeating firearms was significant, laying the groundwork for more efficient designs in the future. And do you believe these are the only unusual weapons from the Wild West? Prepare to learn about a weapon that originated from an unexpected source. Despite its name, the Apache Revolver had no direct ties to Native American tribes. It was actually developed in France and combined elements of a revolver, brass knuckles, and a folding knife. This weapon became popular among urban gangs like the Les Apaches in Paris. In the Wild West, it was favored by individuals seeking a versatile tool for self-defense. However, its lack of accuracy and limited range rendered it more suitable for close-quarters combat than for traditional shootouts. This weapon was remarkably compact, allowing it to be concealed within a standard jacket, making it particularly suitable for unexpected self-defense scenarios. But what if I told you there exists an even more clever weapon that is cleverly disguised? Enter the gun disguised as a peg leg. Indeed, the leg peg gun was a firearm cleverly integrated into a prosthetic leg, ideal for individuals wishing to remain discreet while still being armed. The ingenious aspect? In a critical moment, the user could detach the prosthetic leg to unveil the pistol, catching any adversary off guard. However, despite its inventive design, this weapon was limited to a single shot and required a slow reloading process. It was primarily utilized by travelers seeking protection in dangerous regions. But there's more to discover. The most peculiar and lethal weapon on this list is saved for last. Stay tuned to learn more. The Cochrane turret revolver represented an ambitious effort to innovate revolver design. Rather than employing a traditional rotating cylinder, it featured a vertically mounted cylinder, which meant that two barrels were consistently aimed at the shooter, a risk that most individuals would prefer to avoid. Despite its innovative approach, the complex design and challenging reloading process rendered it impractical. During its short production run, it was showcased in public demonstrations to attract potential buyers, yet it never achieved widespread acceptance. If you believe you have encountered everything, prepare to discover the weapon that aimed to transform fishermen into hunters of sea monsters. Although more commonly associated with maritime activities than the Wild West, this weapon found extensive use among hunters and fishermen along the American West Coast. Engineered to capture large marine animals, it was both effective and relatively lightweight, enabling fishermen to manage their catches more safely. Its sturdy and practical design made it an essential tool for commercial fishing, with some modified versions even employed in localized conflicts, taking advantage of their devastating effectiveness at close range. Not all weapons were designed for practical applications. Some, like the next entry on our list, appear to be inspired by science fiction. This particular weapon captivated onlookers with its 4 parallel barrels. Engineered for rapid firing, it was ideal for hunting and close-range self-defense. The alternating trigger mechanism enabled precise shooting, although its weight of nearly 4 kilograms could make extended use tiring. Certain special editions featured intricate engravings on the barrels, transforming them into coveted collector's items for affluent ranchers of the era. Modified versions found use in localized skirmishes, leveraging their formidable impact at short distances. Imagine having a piece of advanced technology that fits in your pocket, introducing the next weapon. The Derringer pistol, though compact, was remarkably powerful. Equipped with 2 barrels and a .41 caliber, it became a favored choice among poker players and high society women seeking discreet protection. Weighing just 310 grams, it was easily concealable, often hidden in shoes or inner pockets. Despite its limited 2-shot capacity, its simplicity and portability solidified its status as one of the most iconic weapons of the Wild West. Stay tuned, as the final weapons on this list will conclude with a dramatic flair. The Rovolver, a revolver featuring a horizontal cylinder, presented challenges in handling. Renowned for its unconventional design and the significant difficulty of reloading, it remains a notable example of innovative attempts in firearm design. Only a few units were produced, making them rare artifacts in historical firearms collections. Now, let us discuss one of the most ingenious weapons ever devised in the Wild West. This repeating rifle transformed the landscape of the era with its design and capability to fire 15 rounds before requiring a reload. It was swift, dependable, and became a vital instrument for survival in a challenging environment. Known as the rifle you load on Sunday and fire throughout the week, the Henry rifle was extensively utilized by hunters and law enforcement. and its legacy is still evident in contemporary firearms. The Wild West represented a realm of bravery, obstacles, and remarkable ingenuity. The weapons displayed here were not merely defensive tools. They were genuine innovations that contributed to the development of one of history's most captivating eras. Each weapon holds remarkable stories and clever solutions that could only arise from the pioneering spirit of that time. Which of these weapons impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we look forward to our next exploration of the past.